accidentally discovered that the monster in the Seoul News scratched its head in the same way as she did. At first, she thought it was just a coincidence, until she saw the news again in the evening. The monster's angry throwing of things was exactly the same as the scene of her throwing her phone in the morning. Could it be that she could control the monster far away in Seoul? This thought made her back cold. A few days ago, a giant monster suddenly appeared on the streets of Seoul. It rampaged and trampled, and mysteriously disappeared just a few minutes later. No one knew where it came from or why it appeared. When Annie realized that there might be some connection between herself and the monster, she began to study all the videos of the monster carefully. After repeated comparisons, she found that as long as she stood in a certain area of the park every morning, the monster would appear in Seoul and imitate all her movements. One day, she heard her friends talking about monsters, so she took them to the park. Then she asked her friends to turn on the live broadcast of the Seoul News and then danced. The monster in the live broadcast also followed her and danced the same steps. Everyone was stunned for a moment. At this moment, the South Korean military fired missiles at the monster, and the next second, Annie felt a sharp pain in her body. Her friend panicked and told her that the military attacked her with missiles. An angry Annie waved her fist at the air, but she didn't expect that this punch would directly blow up a military helicopter. When she learned that she indirectly killed the pilot, she was about to leave the area, but she was unstable and fell heavily to the ground. After waking up, Annie learned that Seoul had suffered heavy casualties and regretted it for a while. At this time, Johnny told her that a huge Iron Man appeared in Seoul again, and he suspected that it was himself. So the two came to the park again. To express her apology, Annie walked into the area and wrote "I'm sorry" on the ground, according to the Korean on the note. After this action was reported by Korean news, citizens began to change their views on the monster and believed that it had no malicious intent. Since then, Annie has never set foot in the park again, until one day she went on a date with Jack, which aroused Johnny's jealousy. He deliberately walked into the park area for fun and manipulated Iron Man to cause trouble. After learning the news, Annie rushed to the park immediately. She asked Johnny to come out quickly, but he refused in person. In desperation, Annie slapped him hard. This scene was interpreted as a heroic act of the monster to drive away Iron Man to protect humans in the Korean live broadcast. Koreans added emoticons to the monster and regarded it as a guardian. Johnny was ashamed and angry after seeing the news and felt that he had lost all his face. So he found Annie and asked her to come to the park area again, ready to regain his dignity.